up our sleeves. But you can't do involvement unless you can do intimacy. It's like intimacy is the gas, you know, it keeps us going. It's our time that we spend with God that actually it motivates us and it inspires us, it encourages us and it heals us and it allows us to actually be involved in some of the most crazy situations. And you see, the reason why people like Auto Raja, is that what I'm saying his name right? It's so English. Auto Raja. The reason why he's so incredible, why he's so amazing, is because he is so involved with those people's lives. He feels so much pain, and because of that, because the energy that it requires, you can tell he's got such an incredible relationship with God. Do you see that? It just comes out of him. It's just who he is. And actually, that's what will happen to us. The more we get involved in our communities, the more we get involved with the poor, the more we get involved with those who experience pain, the more we realise our own pain, but also the more we need to rely on God and the more we need to seek God's intimacy. And so what we're going to do this evening is we're going to seek God's intimacy. Not for the sake of it, because we want Him to fill us up so He can send us out, right? Amen? There's a great passage in Deuteronomy that a friend shared with me the other day. The reason I love what you guys have done, I really love. I know loads of you have gone into organising this weekend, but you know, it's just Ajit and the others, it's just brilliant what you've done, because what you've realised is you don't learn something by sitting in a room talking about it. You learn something by getting out there and doing it. And in Deuteronomy chapter 6, it says this. It says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home, and when you walk along the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. You see, we learn things as we go along. And my guess is, and my hope is actually, you learn more from spending time in some of those projects today than you did from listening to me. That's God's intention. That's what He does for us. And I don't think this weekend would be complete really without hearing some of your stories and hearing how maybe something somebody said today inspired you or changed you or encouraged you. Maybe somebody you saw, you just felt that something in you moving, you wanting to be a difference in their life, in their situation. So I'm going to hand the floor over to you, and I'll ask you, don't take 20 minutes, because if you take 2 minutes, then we can get loads more people done. And we'll just spend 10 minutes sharing with one another. What have you learned today? What's been changed in you today? What are you excited about today? Maybe what questions do you have? But please come and I'm giving up the microphone. Come and steal it and just share with people.
At some point we saw a movie on the lives of transgenders and it was quite intense. So that was when I started thinking about, maybe they're worthy of some respect and maybe they're not such bad people. And then I think when it really started was at a core team meeting when we sat to plan camp, and we had a really intense meeting. And that's when Jivesh told us about how he interacts with Bharti and how he's friends with her. And that really sparked off something in me, because I would always want to do something like that, but I had no guts because I was so scared of them. And so after that I tried to be nice to them and smile at them and signal and give them 10 rupees, but they didn't even look in my face. And today was like the first time in my life I sat down and I had juice with 3 transgendered individuals. And for me that's the biggest deal, to go from hating them to sitting and having juice with them, which is quite a change.